Namaste, peace, love, and light. Welcome to Powerhouse Tarot. I'm Energy Goddess. Today is going to be a tarot reading for the beautiful Sagittarius, Saggy. So, the beautiful Ascended Master Sagittarius. Placements. Yeah, so if you like these type of videos, make sure you're giving them a big fat thumbs up so they can circulate throughout YouTube. All right, so let's get into it about these messages. Okay, let's talk a little bit about transit. Okay, Jupiter and Venus is in our 5th house right now, Sagittarius. So this is a great time, okay, to be productive. Okay, or excuse me, to be receptive to love, but mostly productivity, right? Because we also have our 5th house here in creativity, okay? And then we got Jupiter, which is in our 1st house. If you have Jupiter in our 1st house, it's Saggies. That's going to be important for you, people who have Jupiter in your 1st house, because you might have an ability for like public speaking or that type of thing. And those of us beautiful Saggies, our Mars is probably somewhere in that 3rd house. And it's kind of like we just want shit now. So be patient with yourself. This is about releasing and surrendering right now for a Sagittarius. Okay, I'm going to say it again, Sagittarius. This is about releasing and surrendering. Okay? Because that's really something that's difficult for the fire signs. Certainly. Okay? All right. And I also see some sort of reacquainting with old flames, old friends. That sort of thing is gonna be going on. And we're gonna be really big on social media. So if you have opportunities to do anything with social media, go ahead and give that a go, because you're gonna have a lot of luck and success with that, okay? Those of you with platforms, or those of you who are maybe just making your way to that sort of social media and platforms and things, gonna have a lot of success. So this is a really good time to take advantage of that beautiful Saturn in Aquarius, okay? Just getting shit done, okay? Work hard, and it's a good time to accomplish things, okay? Also, you could be dealing with controlling partners and or lovers at this time. And that's what I was talking about, releasing and surrendering. Okay. A lot of us are going to have to be releasing and surrendering at this time. So let's get into it. What's Tarot Land? What Tarot Land talking about for the Saggies, the Ascended Masters? What needs to be heard? Spirit, connect me with the messages for Sagittarius. So that's a little transit talk. I think I'm going to do a little transit talk before each tarot reading, just to kind of incorporate astrology, which is what the transits are. They're talking about the planetary systems and the alignings and all of that stuff. So, and how they affect us, which is more important. Okay. So I'm going to incorporate that into the readings. If you guys, like I said, if you like these type of videos, make sure you're liking them. Okay. Let me know. So I can know which kind of videos to keep doing for us. Beautiful collective. Love you. All right. Okay, very interesting energy for us Saggies. I definitely see our wishes being fulfilled here in the future, and a lot of inner peace. So I'm extremely excited about this for us. And our present energy here, it seems as though there's something about our calling here. Okay, something about your calling and what you were sent here to do. And for many of you, like I was saying, it's going to be something online, and you're going to have that beautiful Jupiter in Aquarius energy to utilize during this time. So take advantage of it, okay? And this could mean for those of you in the business of maybe you found a job where you're on the phone, or something about your funds, your money. Also, some of you guys here, there's a message that you'll be walking into your calling, and it's to do with something along social media, the lines of that. Okay. Now, in our past energy, Saji, we were kind of just healing, right? And we were kind of just really naive about it. That healing process, that whole healing journey. Many of us weren't ready. Many of us were rejecting the whole idea and very reluctant to change, which, us being mutable, we're actually pretty adaptable, and I really feel like for us Seggies, this is a part of our karmic cycles ending out at this time, as represented with the Judgment card. Us really getting into focus and realizing, what, this is bigger than our egos, our pride, or the um, lower aspects of ourselves. Um, it's way bigger than that, right? I think we realize that in these coming seasons, and it's really been a beautiful transition for all of us. Despite how we want to kind of look at it or whatever, I think that's kind of dope. So, what else we got for the beautiful Sagittarius? What else can we look forward to? Okay, so we got the Hermit, Seven of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so that's beautiful. So this actually represents, right, that closing out of the karmic cycles, that ending of things where we learned our lesson. Okay, that's what that's about. Oh, we learned our lesson. Okay, and that Ten of Swords indicates that, as well as the Ten of Cups, right? Seven of Cups and our present energy, right? This is all about sort of illusions or things that sort of hold us back, maybe. This could also be about fears, is what I'm hearing. This is about our fears. Okay, so it says you just be aware that those are actually parts of the transit where, uh, it gets a little tricky with the Uranus and Neptune energy. You guys always know, I like to let you guys know that energy always affects us negatively. And also with the planetary alignments, nothing's, Sagittarius, we're not really in it right now. So that could kind of be affecting us. Also, I was channeling that we could be having like issues with our throat area. So drinking tea during this time is probably going to be really helpful, as well as therapeutic, just on many levels, because that for us Seggies, the thyroid area is going to be affected. As I say that, I just clear my throat, because I'm just like, I'm definitely been affected by that personally. Um, so yeah, what else? Let's go with this one. There's this sort of 11th house energy here as well, where we need to get out and kind of network. Okay, so if you've been feeling like with this 8 of Wands, I got another message. If you've been feeling like communicating or getting out there, now is an excellent time for us to get into that sort of 11th house energy and kind of network and get out there, because it's going to be like the perfect time. Like maybe you would have clicked up with other people in previous times and it wouldn't have worked, but now it's going to be the time where it's going to work out for us, right? So I see us with the Hangman, the King of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of celebrations, and I see with this Three of Cups also, this could be like friends, lovers, King of Swords, energy of someone trying to maybe control the narrative here. I feel For us Saggies right now, many of us are finding different perspectives to kind of sort of align to at this time. And I feel like for Saggy, you may have been, kind of allowing relationships and things and people to, just let them kind of control the narrative, so to speak, right? And now we're stepping out of that, okay, is what I'm hearing. All right. And this is also part of the karmic ending of a cycle where we no longer allow, those family, friends, or people close to us to dictate to us anything, right? This is us standing in power. And I really love to see that for us. Truly. Because, with this Three of Cups, it signifies, this new sort of friendship that we've gained with ourselves, strengthening our own powers and empowering ourselves. I love to see that for us. What else? Okay, so I got the Knight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Okay. So with this Knight of Cups, I see it definitely that it's happening really slow. Our this sort of development, right? It took us like quite a bit of time to get here, where we are blessed, right? But we're here now, right? Showing up as the Queen of Wands. Standing in our power, that's totally us, right? Standing in our power, fire signs, right? Page of Pentacles, right? And this is bringing in now this sort of abundance that we always had because of, Jupiter being our planet. We always had that because Jupiter represents expansion and luck, good fortune, all of that. We've always had that. This is now a sort of inner sense in knowing our power and being able to activate that without, maybe, what's the word? Like now our elevation isn't contingent on anybody else. Like we don't depend on anybody else anymore. It's us standing in independence, that sort of thing is what I'm really hearing with this message. And like I said, with this Knight of Cups, it may have took us quite some time to get there. However, okay, it's about the journey. It's about the journey. What would I learn if I don't go on the journey? So we got to go on the journey. And that's us going on the journey and enjoying, the journey just as much as reaching the, the final points, right? Eight of Cups, Three of Swords, the High Priestess. Love to see it for us. Sagittarius, you're standing in your power, okay? This is really good energy right here with this Eight of Cups and this Three of Swords. See, these are the energies that kind of created this High Priestess within us, each individually, truly, right? Because we've been through a certain set of circumstances that, have hurt us, in the past. And we've had to learn how to walk away from that because it was not only not good for us in the relationship, but it was damaging to our hearts. Hearts were starting to be affected. And it started to affect the way that, our energy that we give out to the planet, and with us being ascended masters, this resonates really strongly to the rest of the planet, okay? Don't know if you guys recognize how powerful we are, but we are the ascended masters. So our energy like speaks, like really as a collective, so it really matters, not that anybody's one drop doesn't matter, but you get what I'm saying? You're a very important sign, Sagittarius. I can't stress that enough. High Priestess, okay? And so this is just lovely. I love to see it for us, okay? Us standing upright in our power, finally finding fulfillment within and not needing to go outward for this fulfillment. Okay, with this high priestess, and I really see us finally learning how, um, to just say, you know what, I'm good on situations. You know what? Now I know how to say no to situations. Because for some of us Sagis, we wanted the acceptance of others. But every time we would go for that acceptance, trying to walk in love, they'd hurt us. They'd stab us. They'd stick a fucking knife right through our hearts. And it's us learning how to stand up for ourselves and finally just say no. It's not that we're weak or anything like that, but when people have a tendency to get close to us, those are really the only ones. Everyone else is like, yeah, no, you can't. But the people that are closest to us, right? So this is some really good stuff. I'm really hopeful for us. Beautiful ascendant. I'm really excited. Closing message for the Sagittarius. Thank you. Okay. So we got the Four of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So any sort of what you didn't have, or maybe this was just is represented to me mostly just fear. This Five of Pentacles, you just being fearful. This is truly our fears coming through, because our spirit guides really want us to be aware of how they affect us, how fear affects us negatively, and we're unable to make decisions because we're paralyzed by fears that are not even real. This is being trapped in unmitigated fear. There's no cause for it, but we're still fearful. There's a sense of us breaking out of that box of shyness and fear, of skepticism and criticism. Maybe us not necessarily welcoming that, but not being afraid, okay, to be challenged by it. Okay, for sure. Four of Cups. There's going to be a lot of offers. It's just about picking the right one. It's just about choosing the right groups to network with, the right people, the right influences. But it's, again, with us in that 11th house energy about networking, Saggy, I want you to keep in mind that having larger friends and networks and circles allows you a greater audience and a greater chance. So keep that in mind. All right. And then there's this beautiful Wheel of Fortune. Just letting you know that things are starting to finally turn up in your favor. Okay, so if things weren't, they're going to start doing that now. Okay, if things were looking kind of crazy, kind of like, I don't know. I just don't know. They're going to start looking up for us. Okay. And there's this sort of energy here about inner peace with this Ten of Cups, and I really love to see it. Clarify for me the Ten of Cups. Wow. It's clarified by the Five of Pentacles, okay? Our inner peace is basically crossed by the energy of fear, guys. So just to clarify, that Five of Pentacles was showing up for fear, out of fear. And again, it's clarified, okay? Your inner peace is being crossed by fear, okay? That's what's trying to come up against it, okay? So just be mindful of that, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify the Judgment. Four of Wands, love to see it, okay? The Judgment is clarified by the Four of Wands, okay? This is a happy home life, and this is actually right now, okay? A lot of us could be cleaning up our homes, redecorating, and just tidying up, maybe even donating a couple of things. I see some Saggies gardening, but just sprucing up the place and recreating, just good vibes and energy within our homes. happy home life, and happy, very happy and content. This is what I'm seeing with this Judgment card. Okay, clarify the Four of Wands. And that's the Ace of Swords. Yeah, that's your truth. Either that or you're really extremely just, complacent, just really comfortable right now for us, Saggies. We're in a really comfortable place, and it's nothing wrong with that, you know, for our present energy. There's nothing wrong with being comfortable about a thing, right? Why is the Eight of Wands showing up? Queen of Cups. Wow. See, so these sort of offers are now coming in and us being able to network now. These opportunities are coming because of the healing. Like I was saying in our past pile here. Okay, our past pile was all about healing with that Knight of Cups. So that we can open up that heart space. You know what I'm saying? And it's clarified by the Eight of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Wands to indicate that, yeah, we did do that healing and that actually did take place. And it's going to benefit us in the long run, presenting us with an opportunity to network with people that we might not have been able to network with in the past because maybe we weren't healed enough to be, or heal. A part of your healing brings in elevation. So with your healing, you're able to elevate into bigger and better circles. You know what I'm saying? It's that fucking type of energy, right? And that's why I'm saying your fear. That's why that Five of Pentacles is like, holy shit, I belong in these fucking circles. I always knew it. I always dreamt of it. You're the fucking Ascended Master, bro. Your fucking daddy planet is fucking Jupiter, bro. Like, what are you worried about? What are you really worried about? You're not worried about fucking the riches of the cosmos and the earth and you inheriting it. You weren't worried about that. You were a fear, you know? So that's a really big message, right, for us beautiful collectives. Let's get the bottom of the deck energies. Yep, and the King of Cups, right? So there's this beautiful healing that comes about. And for some of you Saggies, again, there's this mate that's going to come into your lives, okay? I see a love offer for some of you guys. Maybe a rekindling of an old flame or a new one, okay, for some of you guys. But it's some really dope ass energy, okay? Bottom of the deck over here is this Four of Pentacles, and it's just us holding on to whatever shit that we don't need to hang on to, okay? Let us remember that we're stable and we're solid when we're well, you know, and wellness, right? A part of wellness is checking in with ourselves, right? And learning our own sort of love language, not allowing other people to dictate that for